Welcome to your reading. Thank you everybody who's been liking and subscribing. King of Pentacles. There's a masculine energy that is related to financial stability, financial capacity, very work related, very much about their job or their position. They're stable in their finances and they're perhaps even wealthy. They could be generous with their money or generous with their tangible goods that they have. And there's a Tower in reverse. So then this, I think this King of Pentacles having stability in their finances is preventing some sort of collapse or some sort of catastrophe from happening, because they have their ability to make money, their ability to keep stable with their finances. And it's preventing there from being some kind of utter disaster that throws everything out of whack. Yeah, and the Eight of Swords in reverse, and it also provides this person with some clarity. Say, they know how much money they have, they know how much money they're going to make, they know how much they're going to be able to get from their investments that they make. They can plan for the future. And that gives them clarity and allows them to not get caught up in, say, other people's opinions or their own negative thoughts, if they have any, their own concerns or other people's judgments. It takes the pressure off, because this person is in a position where they have a lot of control and they have a lot of influence over their own future, and they have a lot of influence over where they end up going with the money or finances that they have. Like I said, the fact that they can sit and plan the next year or 2 or 5, and they know where they'll be and they know what they're going to be able to do, takes away that collapse thing, that threat of a big and utter devastating collapse, and it frees them mentally. It removes that blindfold and takes away all the threat of other people's opinions and their own negative thoughts from taking over their mind. So then they have clarity and they have mental freedom and they have stability. Ace of Wands, and they also have inspiration. So with their mind being clear of all the obstacles, all of the negative thoughts or fears or judgments of other people or themselves, they have their mind freed up and they're not constantly worried about something happening to them. So they can be looking at what they can do, what action they can take next, what thing that's going to pique their interest, what next investment they can make, say, or like what next project they can take on. Something like that. Because they're not creating their own chaos and they're not participating in their own downfall. They're not worrying themselves into a state. They're able to take action and able to be inspired. Three of Cups in the upright, yes. And also this creates a really good platform for them to be sharing that with their group of friends or group of people that they celebrate with. So this could be someone celebrating with a social group, someone getting together and clinking glasses and enjoying their wealth with other people sharing, that celebratory atmosphere of being able to avoid the Tower and avoid the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Wands being that inspiration or that action to move towards being able to come together as friends or collaborators or whoever these people are to each other, and clink their glasses and celebrate and enjoy each other. And there's Eight of Pentacles in the upright. And I think this is, I think I said this before, but I think this is all because of the Eight of Pentacles. Because the King of Pentacles didn't probably become the King of Pentacles without being the Eight of Pentacles first. Probably they had to make themselves financially stable, or they had to create opportunities or find opportunities or practice a certain thing or get really good at a certain project or craft or keep working on it until they got it right. And that was how they became. It's like this is it's saying this is where this comes from. Also, there's something about the Three of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Like, these Three of Cups people are Eight of Pentacles people too. So, like, they're all interested in making their own money and all interested in practicing their own craft and all interested in, say, solo business ventures and potential for practicing their work and just getting really good at that, and just things that they like. This is the thing. That this person enjoys doing. It's not something they have to do, it's something they want to do. They like to do that specific thing, and it provides them with financial stability. And the more they do it, the better they get at it. And it seems to be something that they share with that Three of Cups group. Nine of Wands in the upright. There's something to do with somebody being on guard. Someone having some sort of like trauma or some sort of mindset, something that they're hanging on to from something that happened, and that they feel they have to protect their accomplishments, so they feel they have to protect themselves, or they feel that they can't rest or relax. And the Five of Wands are in the reverse. I think this is talking about the vigilance and the dedication and the maybe even like post-traumatic growth that this King of Pentacles is coming from. They could have gone through something, or they could have experienced a lot of abuse or a lot of pressure, where they had to become very, very vigilant and like strong mentally. They had to like grow from that experience that they had, or that what they've witnessed in some way, shape, or form. You know, that Tower and that Eight of Swords in reverse, that they could have gone through those things before, or something to that effect. And now they're the kind of person that is very vigilant, and they're very strong, even maybe a little bit too vigilant sometimes. But if this is their own business and their own project, and they have been through real life where they've seen things not go in their favor because they weren't vigilant, or because they were too trusting, or they were willing to collaborate with the wrong people because they didn't really realize when they're starting out, this is what this is. They're in that guarded mindset. So with the Five of Wands in reverse, this Nine of Wands is making it impossible for certain people who, like I said, want to come and not collaborate, want to come and maybe act like they're collaborating, but they're actually trying to compete. Who want to sort of take this person down or compete with them or create strife for them. It makes it impossible for those people to get close enough to actually do any damage. They may still kind of be on the outskirts of this person's existence, this King of Pentacles existence, poking and prodding and doing all the things to get their attention, to see if they can pull them back into some kind of weird competition, but it's not going to be fair. So this Nine of Wands is a guard to protect their Eight of Pentacles, which is the essence of themselves as the King of Pentacles. That's where it came from, and that's where it continues to come from, and that's where they know they need to protect that by any means, even if it looks like they're doing too much, or it looks like they're being a little bit too guarded. From their perspective, it is absolutely necessary for them to be that guarded, because only they know what is potentially possible if they have been experiencing this Five of Wands in the past, or if they went through a Tower and an Eight of Swords, maybe even because of a Five of Wands. I'm not sure. They're guarding because they went through, I say, they learned the hard way, and now they have to be vigilant, and it's blocking this toxic competition from taking up too much of their bandwidth. And also, if they're a solo entrepreneur And if there's someone who does their own work and they don't really collaborate unless it's necessary for them to collaborate, um, they're going to have competitors. They're going to have people that are going to watching what they're doing and trying to mimic it, watching what they're doing and trying to sabotage it, watching what they're doing and trying to figure out a way to undermine it in some way. They're going to have that. That's just part of it. So this is guard against that. Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's a guard against that, and then it's this person, this King of Pentacles person, declining offers to be involved in a Five of Wands. Five of Wands in reverse especially. Where it's not fair. And it's not like a fair fight. It's like somebody planned to do something or say something to undermine them. Somebody sat there and thought, now how can I get this person off their guard? Sort of thing. How can I take their Nine of Wands in reverse? So this King of Pentacles is incredibly proactive about who they spend time with, because they're very aware their mindset and their success depends on, a lot of times, who they surround themselves with. So they have their Three of Cups, and those are people who have the same mindset of Eight of Pentacles. And they all want that, and they don't want to lose that, so they're all focusing in that direction. So this King of Pentacles is very, like I said, very, very protective of their success, very, very protective of their work, very, very protective of themselves and their business in that way, and they will decline any offers or decline any opportunities that they feel won't be helpful to them or that they feel might be detrimental to them. It just feels like it's almost like a manipulation. Like, if you don't come and spend time with the Five of Wands people, even in reverse, people won't think this of you. And it's like, they're the King of Pentacles. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks of them. All that matters is their money in a good way. Their minds on their money, and it's a positive thing for them. And the Four of Pentacles, yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's because they're declining to spend time with the Five of Wands people, because they're going to be pressured by those people to spend more money than they need to spend. It's because they're very, like, it's Four of Cups in reverse, it's Four of Cups in reverse, and Four of Pentacles in reverse. They're like, no, I don't want to engage with the Five of Pentacles people. Even in the reverse, I don't want to engage with them, because if I do engage with them, my money is going to fly out the window really, really fast, and I'm going to spend too much money, and I'm going to waste my effort. Like, they know that they're not going to be able to keep their mind on their money if they're around these people whose, I hear baser urges, like baser instincts, is to try to figure out a way to, like, compete with that King of Pentacles and kind of try to slow down their progress. The Lovers in reverse. Yeah, this can talk about unrequited love or not being partnered or unhealthy relationships, or I could talk about self-partnering. And I think in this situation, it's the self-partnering thing. I think this King of Pentacles isn't concerned with being in a relationship and isn't concerned with having people think that they're a wonderful partner and isn't really concerned about that. They're more concerned about whether or not they believe that they're good, and whether or not they believe what they're doing is right, and whether or not they can sit with themselves and partner with themselves and work with themselves and discipline themselves enough to keep their momentum going. They are their own supporter. They are their own partner. They may not be concerned about other people's perspectives of them on that. They may not really want to go out and try to find a partner. They may think that's going to be the same thing. They may feel it's going to be another Five of Wands and another Five of Wands in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse situation. That's going to end up in the Four of Pentacles, and they don't want that. But Four of Pentacles in reverse. So then there's a Death card. A Death card is an ending to something. It's an ending to something, and it's the start of a new thing. So something here is coming to a close. This could be somebody who may be more willing to be open to other people. Also, the last card in the bottom of the deck here, I'm going to pull it, is like the Seven of Cups in reverse. So that talks about illusions being shattered. So it's like someone's sort of starting to see things more clearly, especially when they're putting themselves first. So it could be the end of illusions, and they could start seeing reality for how it is. and not be worried about relationships and emotional issues clouding that judgment.